It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Rams. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, go here! Leave it! 40 got!
Well, Stafford. And his throw here's incomplete. This defense for the Vikings, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Stafford. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, on is the punter, Colby Wadman. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And good running there as he
continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
4th down.
Imagine if we were in the owner's box right now, we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the gun on 3rd down, Kowalski lets it fly for Thielen. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Vikings! Adam Thielen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, Stafford. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, middle.
Now Stafford. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
That's complete right around the 8. So nothing doing there, and that'll make it. On second down, Cook. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a third one.
Yeah, now from this spot on third down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
Third and goal from the 6. On third, here's an option play right. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up the 4th down. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in, announcing a firing. There's no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Stafford. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
On 2nd and 7, Stafford. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
On first down, Stafford here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. First and 10, Kowalski. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They run the counter. Cook looking for a crease. Can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Leonard Floyd able to record his 5th sack of the season.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks. They have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Well, they tried the field goal from just inside of 70 yards. It missed, and now this offense set up nicely at midfield. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 30 on second down, Stafford. Open man right side is Kupp, complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And that is incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
They'll go again here with Akers.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Hey, 22!
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Cam Akers, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Rams are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make it 24-7.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Kowalski. Throwing right, and that's complete.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll look to throw again. And Cook has it left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. He'll get only a couple down to the 34. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Operating from the gun, Kowalski. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there. Justin Jefferson, 36 yards. And the Vikings continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On 2nd and 12, Stafford. Oh, that'll be incomplete.
Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
20.
To throw is Stafford.
He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Touchdown! A big play there. 60 yards.
And the Rams are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Sam Sloman now for the point after.
It's up and good, and that'll make our score 31-14 now.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's got room. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Left side, Cook. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On 1st down, Kowalski. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage, completion-wise, way up. Not that time. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
maybe they want some extra time to talk on third. Operating from the gun, Kowalski. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Leonard Floyd able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
To me, the defense was a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now a play fake it at Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
To throw again on second down. Stafford. Going to throw right side here. Complete. A gain of 5. Good enough for the first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again at Stafford. And he's got his man out of the slot. Complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Throwing is Stafford. He's got Hurst, his tight end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Well, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Stafford hooking up with Akers.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Stafford.
And he will find Atwell. That's complete.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Again, it's Stafford.
He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield.
Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Hey, 22! Hey, 22!
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, here's Cannon. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year and 4th overall. And the Rams are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's going.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rally.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand there's an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. Here it's 3rd and 3. Stafford. That is taken in by Hurst. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
On 2nd and 10. Stafford, and this is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw, Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Set. 32. 53. Ready.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Lewis Cine.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick six will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really, you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense call, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Stafford. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. But I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Good gain there on first down, and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Vikings are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, I think that the folks here would hope that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On 1st and 10, Stafford.
Akers back-to-back catches. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 48-yard line.
21!
A give up the middle to Akers. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
A gain of 3 yards. And the Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
21! Here we go.
Stafford now to throw.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They snap it to Stafford. Wide open receiver complete.
And he is going to have the Rams first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Stafford.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft.
And it'll be intercepted.
And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
59 yards on the ground for him so far.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Ready, set. Ready.
And they take a knee. The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Vikings, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year.